Hello everyone and welcome to Red Bull Air Race the game. Now, I'm a little late to the party. This game came out about 5 months ago. I was quite excited for it when it was announced, and I never heard anything after that. Pretty much maybe bad PR or bad advertising or what have you on their part, but I just didn't see it. I was like, I knew the game was in development, but where is it? It is out, and you can download it for free. It's a free game, believe it or not. I haven't seen microtransactions other than these little Red Bull wing things up here, but I don't know if you can purchase more of those. I think you earn those in the game, and it's pretty much you work your way up. That's why we have a Cessna 150 like Aerobat. They're calling it a Sparrow BT9 here. That's probably what it actually is called, but it looks like a Cessna 150 Aerobat to me. With that said, we are partnered up with NVIDIA on this because I went to the sponsor page and I chose NVIDIA over Ford and some other ones. So we're partnered with NVIDIA, and I've only done a couple air races, honestly. I have done the introduction flights and then some of the races. On top of that, we are using the Pro flight model, so it is actually pretty impressive. It's pretty difficult at this setting. I'm using an X55 HOTAS setup, and as well as some rudder pedals, so we will have full control of the airplane as we need to. So let's check this game out and see what it's all about. I have the graphics I set to the maximum, ultra, whatever you want to call it. And the anti-aliasing is still not the greatest thing. If you use depth of field, you can hide some of the problems there. The music is really obnoxiously loud and annoying, so I turned all of that off. And when you're flying in the race, it's like really distracting. So I don't know if you're into that, you know, go ahead and turn that on, but I have mine turned off. Let's hit play now. And here is our event selection screen. We can go versus, we can go out there on the internet and try to climb the leaderboards, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm absolutely horrible at this, even though I'm a fairly decent flight sim pilot and a real world pilot. So it's quite difficult. I mean, this is air racing, and it's totally different than anything else. Solo play is what we're gonna do today, and they pretty much unlock all of the different tracks right out of the gate. So I do like that. Let's go to Abu Dhabi first. So race over the sparkling blue waters along the UAE capital's breathtaking city skyline. All right, that's my previous time there, a 130.134. Absolutely terrible, but let's see what we have here. We have the track on. I can't even imagine playing this game without the track on. Now, if you have any issues installing this game, I had major issues with it. I had to launch it as an administrator to get it to install, and then once that was done, I had to restart my computer because it would just black screen and crash over and over again. Here's something interesting. Now, when you turn the music down, you lose the whole intro where the guy's talking about the track, so that's kind of weird. But if you turn the music back up, then you would hear the whole to-do, as you can see right here. So this is a pretty good idea what the graphics look like. Like I said, you know, the anti-aliasing isn't the best, but whenever you first get in the game, it looks pretty bad. You have to go in there and turn up the graphics manually. So kind of tiptoe around that. All right, here we go. Put my feet on the pedals and we are off. Turn our smoke on, add that power full. I'll turn on the HUD for you guys here so you can see what we're doing. Oh, I like how they show you where you were before. That's kind of weird. All right. Oh, mamma mia. This gets pretty tough pretty fast. I have a newfound respect for air racing like this. It's pretty difficult, not gonna lie. Ooh, it's so easy to over control the airplane too. That's the thing. Oh, ghost plane's on. You can turn ghost plane off. I don't want ghost plane on. Well, next time we won't turn ghost plane on. It'll be nice and level there, to the right, to the left, around this way, level, around. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Around that pylon there. You turn it in. You gotta beat the other one. Nah, I think that ghost plane's gonna win on this one. There's that, and then we have the pylon section right here. So we go left, we go right, go left. Oh, nearly put it into the water on that one. That was crazy. That was crazy. On up through the loop we go again. I think it's only 2 laps. And you take the best one. I could be wrong about that though. Very new to all of this. Okay, let's go around this way. Hello, buddy. I am using the rudder a little bit here and there, not terribly too much. You want to be nice and wings level when you go through the gates. Like that. Okay, buddy. Right around that pylon there, like that. Good gate pass, that's what we like to see. There we go, level it off. Now this game is fully compatible with VR as well, which is pretty interesting. I'll turn the smoke off. Well, let's leave it on. Screw it. 620th on the ranking. Look at this guy did a 50. We did a 128. You know, he did an edge 540, so there you go. But the Sparrow BT9, look at that, 128, 697. So in the ranking, not the greatest. I'm not expecting that either. We'll hit next. You see the cache and all that stuff we got unlocked. You can view a replay if you would like. We'll continue there. We weren't going to watch the replay on that one. So yes, this is you know, fully compatible with VR right out of the gate, which is absolutely awesome. And for being a free game, it's always nice to have another game to demo Oculus Rift or VR to your friends if you own one. Let's go ahead and hit play now. We're going to go to the next one. We'll do Spielberg. Spiritual home of the Red Bull Air Race, set in Austria's Styrian Mountains. Styrian Mountains, baby. It's got the Red Bull on there. That's actually pretty cool. Ghost plane, no. No ghost plane. Ghost plane off. Let's make it nice, clear. Time of day, evening, or the morning. We'll do afternoon on that one. Hit play. The load times on this are actually quite impressive. They're very quick for what you get in. You jump right back into flying again, and you're on your way. The hardest thing is getting down the patterns, you know, to get the plane sideways, and then you have to be nice and leveled through the gates, but through the single pylons, you have to be sideways. It's a lot to take in when you first start. So I'm gonna turn off the HUD on this one. We're gonna add our power. We'll go smoke on, power comes up, turn our HUD off, and let's concentrate. All right. And it does support a lot of different controllers, actually. Right here. Woo, hello, buddy. Back to the left. Wings level. To the left here. This one is really tricky. I haven't figured this one out completely yet. Maybe sideways. Oh. Nope. I don't think that was right. Oh, we wouldn't even know what we were getting anyway because I turned the HUD off. Okay, that was a bad idea then. Let's turn it on partial HUD so we can see what we're doing in the race. Oh, okay, to the right. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Oh, man, I messed that one up. Didn't have it level, wings level. That was a decent gate there. Back up through here. We're gonna have to redeem ourselves on this one. Back all the way up in the loop we go. I can't imagine flying the extra because the extra is just insane. The Edge 540, whatever the hell you want to call it. Ooh, that was a bad. No, they like that gate pass, I guess. Okay. Oh, they want you to go that way, and then this way, and that way, and that way. Okay, that makes more sense now. Wings level, back up. Don't hit the trees. If you give it too much backstick like that, the airplane wants to kind of stall on you, it feels like. So you have to be real smooth on that stick, otherwise it gets real crazy real fast. Left rudder, wings level, through there, here we go. And this should come to the end right here. It's just kind of stupid seeing a Cessna like 150 flying around the way it is, but you know what? They want to teach you. They do. So let's hit next, and let's check out the replay on this one. There it is right there. Oh, they have different filters. 70s, I love it. 1970s, instant, processed, faded, or no filter. Hashtag no filter. That's actually pretty cool. You can record a clip. You can take a photo. I like that. You can hide this so we can actually see what we were doing there, which is pretty nice. The replay system. Oh, there's some screen tearing there, probably because I don't have VSync on. But there's not any really good graphic options they give you, and I'll show you what they are when we're done. There we are flying a Cessna 150 like an absolute idiot. That would get us killed. And there we went around that way. There's our onboard camera that we saw. But the replay system is actually pretty impressive. Reminds me a lot of Project Cars. Probably because it's the same people. That's when I was finally understanding how to do the pylons. The pylons were pretty tough. I was giving it everything I had right there. And then this is where we almost stalled it right there, getting into this turn. And then we were fine. Like GoPro tail cam. And then we roll wings level there. It wasn't the best. Then we were wings level there, using that rudder back to the left. And then we come home free to the final gate. Not sure what that glitching there is about that stuff, you know? Hit spacebar, we're back to this again. So we can hit quit there, hit continue, and we'll go back to the main menu. Now I will show you the graphics settings, what I'm talking about here. So under gameplay, you can show best line. I'm going to keep that on because it is going to be pretty, it's pretty difficult if you don't know how to actually get around the courses. So I'm going to keep that on until we learn how to fly the courses. Visuals, this is what we're running here. I'm on the highest preset you can go, and then you can turn that stuff on as you feel free. Audio balance there, you know, the music, like I said. Controls, I have custom controller. I set up the X55. And rules, that is basically it. You can see right here, it tells you what you get penalties on. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go to play now. We're going to go to solo play, and we're going to Chiba. This sprawling metropolis is the birthplace of civil aviation in Japan. We're going to keep it on afternoon. We're going to keep it clear. You can do heavy clouds. Oh, you can do rain. Let's do rain. Let's see what rain's like. Yeah, I'm interested to see that. Got to put it through its paces, right? Fly through 6 chicanes without penalties. 1 of 6. Yeah, the chicanes are tough. I'm not going to lie. And I'm thinking that I need to get more of a knife edge going when I do that. Here we are. Absolutely nothing being said because, and look at that rain. Oh man. This looks interesting. Look, ooh, look at the rain effects. That's pretty cool. All right, smoke on. Throttle this baby up. Let's take NVIDIA to the top. No, I'm kidding. It's not gonna happen, but you know, I could try, can't I? Yes, I can. Back around this guy. Woo! Wow, that was a tough one. Wings level. A little bit more right rudder there. Let's get this baby back on track. Left rudder, wings level. There we go. All the way through the loop. See, if you don't know exactly how to do this, you can see how difficult this could be for someone who doesn't know what they're doing. If you didn't have these best lines on, you know, because that's the tough part. Go to the right, go to the left, left again. Whoa! It is naughty. Oh, hang on to it. Right rudder, right rudder. Oh my god, we're way off the track on that one. Wings level. Oh, we did good on that gate. Come on, baby. Don't want any time penalties. That's the biggest thing, is the time penalties. They will absolutely kill your time. Obviously. That makes sense, right? Yes. Through that. Over this way. It looks like they want us to kind of go, yeah, around that way like that. Oh! Ugh. Right. Oh, we screwed that all up. Let's rudder. Let's try to salvage what we can off of this. All right, that was pretty decent there. The rain effects are kind of weak. They're not the greatest. But you know what? I can't really harp on the game too much because it's completely free. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. You're approaching stall. Well, yeah, probably because we're trying to do some aerobatics at this level and speed in a little Cessna. I'm just going to guess that's the reason why. Incorrect flying level. We didn't have the wings level. Jeez, you see how that thing wants to... Jesus. It is so tough. It is so tough. Look at this guy. In the Edge 540, 101. We were 654. We're in the 600s. But that's what's to be expected when you're in, you know, entry-level airplanes. Okay. We'll continue on that one. So the rain effects, not terrible, but they're not the greatest thing in the world. Let's continue on. Let's go to Budapest. We're going to make it during the day, make it beautiful out. There we go. And we'll hit. Let's do an evening flight. Let's see what that looks like in Budapest, Hungary. But yeah, these loading times are actually really, really good. I mean, it's like, what I would probably say 20 seconds each time, each track. This one's taking a little bit longer, so no, I would still say it's about the same. And then you can skip this by hitting spacebar anytime, well, whenever it pops a thing up there like that. And then you're flying again. So pretty good. One, full power, smoke on. We go under the bridge on this one. Warning, low throttle. Look how low you have to get on this. This is cool. There we go, up to the right. And then we go wings level. The right more, wings level. Oh, look. Oh, shit. I screwed up completely. Started turning for the chicanes without even thinking. Like an idiot. Oh, way. Oh my God, this is tough. Look at this. Oh, we're gonna have to try to salvage it. That was so bad. I just got completely thrown off course on that one. I was like, this seems kind of easy. Yeah, right. Wings level, roll that left. Left there, right. Left. It's all about using that rudder on that one. Ooh, hello. Wings level, too low. I knew we would be too low on that one. I knew it. Wings level. Back up through this. Yeah, I know we're approaching stall. It's gonna be it's gonna be A-OK-O. There we go. Back down the roller coaster we go. This would be really cool in VR. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to try it in VR. Oh, much better than the chicane that time. Oh, I got the gate. I didn't think I got the gate on that one, but we did. We're improving. Whoa, careful here. Now, you can't crash the airplane. I'm sure people are going to ask me what it's like when you hit the ground in the water or something, and you can't. It just literally bounces you off it. Like, it's no problem at all. No problem at all. Let's watch the replay on that one because it was pretty interesting how we screwed that first one up, but we nailed that second part, and that was pretty cool. Let's view the replay. Let's hit that. Bye-bye. And look at this. Right under the bridge we went right there. That is so cool. Through the gate. Yeah, they have that nose camera too. You can change the cameras if you want to fly in like third person view or something like that. I could never fly in third person view, not doing this stuff. That was that terrible chicane we did. Nearly got killed doing it. Through the gates. Now we go up for the little side deal there. And we were way off on this. Come on, roll those wings level. Okay, we're good there. That was a good cork. Yep, that was a good chicane. That was pretty decent. And then through that one to the right. Oof, that is just so tough. I think we nailed the chicane on this one though. So here's the loop. I love that GoPro view. That's actually pretty cool. So we do the loop and then we start the lap again. So he's going through here to the right. Here's the chicane. That wasn't too bad. Oh man, screwed that up. We were too high for that one. And then we barely got that gate. So I understand the track on this one. It makes more sense. But you would have to do a lot of practice. I mean, a lot of practice to get that, you know? Oh, you can just go to different track cameras. That's pretty cool. All right, very nice. I like that. You can just click too. You don't even have to do spacebar. All right, we'll hit continue there. And let's do one more race before we call it quits today, checking this game out for the first time. I've got 48,960 now. If we go to buy new, I really want to get this yak. And the yak is 75,000. So it's going to take a little bit to get there. So they got the Avon Firefly, and then they do have a Decathlon. So maybe the Sparrow BT-9 is an actual airplane. It just looks like a Cessna 150. And then they have the Euroflug SC-01 Speed Canard. Strange looking airplane. My next one I want to get is the yak, for sure. That is what I definitely want to get. It looks kind of like a, you know, an extra. So back to the Sparrow we go. Play now, solo play. Let's go to Ascot, Indianapolis. Let's do Indianapolis because, you know, it's very close to where here in the Midwest where I live. Las Vegas is another one too. That's really cool. All right, we're all set up there. Red Bull Air Race, the game. For a free game, I mean, what we have seen so far, I mean, how can you go wrong with it? You know, you work your way up and you'll get some really cool airplanes unlocked. But we're just rolling with what we have here in the beginning. It's actually at the Indianapolis track, as you can see, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is very cool looking. I'm just looking at these aerial shots. Alrighty, let's go. One full power, smoke on. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this looks fun right off the bat. Ooh, hard left rudder on that guy. And here's the chicane, here's the chicane. Jesus, horrible, horrible, horrible. And that's the first one. Wow. Oh. It is so hard. This is a tough course. They aren't even screwing around today on us. Not even close. Wings level too low on that one, so we lose a second on that. Good God, man. How do you control this thing? All right, I'm gonna guess we go like this. Oh, it's a perfect gate, so they do want us like that. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Perfect gate. I don't know about that being perfect. Certainly not perfect. Oh my God, this thing is swimming all over the place today. Can you imagine this in real life? Like they have to deal with winds and stuff. That is just insane. I really want to go watch them race. How many of you guys have seen them race before? I'm sure it's pretty awesome to see in person. That's a lot of left rudder right there. Okay, here we go. This again. Oh, that was all terrible. All terrible. Good God, that is tough. Woo. That's hard. Pretty bad, pretty bad. Well, I think we're going to end the episode there on that terrible flying. Let me know if you want to see more of this on the channel. I would love to do another video on it, actually. But I think I'm going to upgrade to the next airplane. Probably the Yak. And then so later on we can get an extra or something. I think that would be pretty cool. Let me know also if you've used the controller versus a joystick and which one's easier. And you know, even if you haven't ever even heard of this game, you should go check it out. You have nothing to lose. It's free. I was not paid to play this game. I just randomly found it last night. I was like, oh, I completely forgot about this game because it was not advertised in my face. So with that said, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Enjoy the rest of your day and take care.